Absolutely.
We will find out.
Yes, we will.
Welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. And we're here for our Thursday edition.
It is. This is the entertainment edition. And thank you for stopping by. We really, really appreciate it.
Yes.
And because we know you have lots of choices on where to click your mouse. Millions and probably billions of choices now.
Absolutely.
And it is an honor and a privilege to have you stopping by. And we mean that sincerely. This is our weekly entertainment edition.
That's right.
One of the only times of the week that I actually get to tell people what to do.
And they listen to you.
I wouldn't go that far, but...
We hope. We hope that they listen to you.
But to cover a couple little news pieces before we get into our fun stuff, there is a couple sheriff's reports we posted. One was in a domestic violence situation a couple days ago, to where I guess the perpetrator of the domestic violence is now deceased. I guess but it looks like no charges will be filed, where there was an argument that ensued. Somebody jumped in the back of a car, broke out a window, tried to get out the back or whatever, and fell out of the vehicle and and later succumbed to the injuries. So I guess this is and it doesn't look like, from what the sheriff's report said, that charges were going to be filed. But if you want to dig in for the full report, it is on the site. Also, the full CHP report for the bus accident of a couple of days ago has been posted. There was, with the people injured, and a little bit of and most of it's pretty close to what we had from the initial report. I guess there was a total of 8 people injured.
Yes.
So we were off by a number, by a person or two, but the general gist of it is pretty similar to what we had. But if you want to look at the full-blown stuff there,
it's on the site as
also,
well.
Today, Planning Commission met. There were several action items on that. We will follow up on that and get vote issues. We'll try to have that posted in the morning. And I guess that's it for hard news.
Yeah, the Murphy's Business Association.
Oh, yes, that's right. This morning we attended the Murphy's Business Association annual general membership meeting, where they elected the new slate of leaders. We stayed outside, watched the chimney earnestly to see what color
smoke would be
poofing up. And it was of course, they also roast coffee there, so I couldn't really tell.
It was hard to tell whether it was coffee or the actual.
The Gold Country Coffee Roasting Company in downtown Murphy's. So we were looking closely to see if it was coffee,
coffee from the coffee roasting, or if it was actually.
But it is great smelling smoke.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Not being on the roof myself.
But anyway, Sarah will fill us in with a new slate of leaders. There was only, go ahead.
There was only what?
One change.
One change. Yes, President is still Michelle Plotnick. Vice President Cindy Nugent. I always think of Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent. I bet she's never heard that before.
Yeah, never. That's really original.
Yeah.
Secretary Jan Krieger and Treasurer Jan Edmondson.
And I think the people in Murphy's in the area owe the Murphy's Business Association a debt of gratitude.
They do an amazing job.
If you've ever attended Irish Days, the homecoming, most of the events in downtown Murphy's,
it's
the
Murphy's
people that
Business
draws,
Association that puts it on.
I think that the challenge for any community organization like this, and especially one that's tourism based, is this is, hopefully I don't get mad at me for talking about this, but I think if you're running these organizations, is that, see, Murphy's does well. There are businesses in town that do well. But the interesting thing is there's a lot of businesses in town that don't belong to the business association, because why should they? They're doing well enough. They don't need to do anything. But they didn't realize that maybe, just maybe, one of the reasons they're doing so well is all the work the business association is doing, making sure that those events happen and all the rest of the stuff and everything runs smoothly. So we're going to try to heap shame on the businesses in town and Murphy's that haven't joined the Murphy's Business Association. And the dues are cheap. It's like $100 a year.
That's not bad.
No,
not bad at all.
And so if you're not a member, and the next time those 15,000 people show up for Irish Days, and one of them hands you money, just feel a load of guilt. I should have I just
load of guilt.
Yeah, just because maybe this dollar was because of what the business association did, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe, yeah.
I mean, they should feel. If they see Michelle walking by on the street, they should run up and shake her hand and say thank you, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Fitting.
We'll see. And what is this T-shirt you have on the table?
No, it's not just dirty laundry that I left on our set. I was by the Visitors Bureau yesterday.
And they earlier, this wasn't last month, they got 1,800 hits on their visitor site?
This week they had 1,800 or 1,900 unique visits on their site for the day, which is really good.
Wow, that's very
really
good.
And they gave me a T-shirt, and it says "Celebrate Tourism." This is their "Celebrate Tourism," and it's got a pretty little Calaveras County thing on the front, Visitors Bureau, and a nice little logo on the back. And they asked what size, and I said I wanted the double fat boy. So this is a double XL. So this may actually fit me.
Now, can people buy these?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. So if you haven't stopped by the Visitors Bureau in downtown Angels Camp, stop on by. They are very friendly folks that are very
nice.
knowledgeable about everything that is going on in the area.
Yes, absolutely.
And now that Calaveras County gets well over 1 million visitors a year.
Now I'm going to just
What?
this off
She
to
took
the
my
side.
toy.
You're going to fiddle with it in the next whatever it is until the end of the show.
She took my toy. Oh, man. All right.
Yes, Friday.
Should we go on to Friday?
Friday,
Okay.
absolutely.
Friday.
We
Do
have
you want me to
chamber.
do Friday? Do you want to bounce and run? Oh, yes,
Well,
Friday.
we're live streaming.
Well, that's the hope. Not for sure, but
Assemblyman Berryhill.
If you can't, the quarterly business
make it,
luncheon is tomorrow at noon
For the Chamber of Commerce.
at Camp's Restaurant for the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
And it's going to be, the speaker is going to be Assemblyman Tom Berryhill. Now, if you can't make it, we hope to. This is our goal. We checked. They do have a network connection, but we still got to do a little futzing to make sure it works. But we hope to stream it live for you. So there may actually be live streaming of Assemblyman Berryhill's speech tomorrow.
Good.
That's the goal.
Good.
So, and I think it's an honor to have an assemblyman in the area
Yes.
to speak. And so I think one of the things is we hopefully start doing a little more coverage on is on the business climate in the county, what the efforts the chamber is doing to increase
business
jobs and business in the area. And so we're going to be following that a little more. But tomorrow, hopefully, one of our first little forays into covering more on what the chamber's doing.
What the chamber's doing.
And Victoria Erickson, who was the former supervisor, is now the executive director of the chamber. And we had a long chat yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, we did. It was nice. It was about...
you didn't film it, though.
No. But one of the things we talked about is we may actually start doing a monthly chamber show. So we'd catch up on activities going on at the chamber and that type of thing, which would be kind of a fun thing to do.
So that is tomorrow at noon?
Tomorrow at noon at Camps.
At Camps. And Camps always has a good meal.
Yes.
They
Very
really
nice.
do. So that's pretty much it for Friday,
Is it?
I think.
All right. Okay.
We'll let you click around a little bit.
There's Book Buddies.
Okay.
And Fresh Fridays at Utica
Oh,
Park.
that's right. Fresh Fridays. I thought that was ingrained in
And
everyone's
also,
memory by now.
it's opening night.
As you like it.
See, Fridays, I mean...
See? You get him thinking. You get those little brain cells going.
Yeah. Well, I guess further along in Friday, right?
Further along in Friday is As You Like It. It's the opening night gala.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after you've had lunch and had a nice meal, maybe an afternoon nap, then...
Murphy's Creek Theater presents As You Like It.
As You Like It.
Which should be really, really good.
Really a lot of fun.
Yes.
Everybody works hard to put on these shows, and it should be opening night. And we will try to get to, and if we get to opening, we'll try to get to at least one performance this weekend.
Yes.
So, and because this is going to be a busy weekend, because we have an offspring that's having a birthday weekend.
Birthday parties
it's a birthday
all the way
weekend.
around.
Yes.
Yes. An offspring. It sounds like an alien nation. Or offspring.
Yes, well, I guess with your son, the official, I guess we're having birthday parties all, because your son's official birthday was yesterday, right?
Yes, and yours was today.
So.
And then my son's birthday party is on Saturday and yours is on Sunday.
So.
And yes.
It's.
But I've never referred to mine as offspring. And we're not going any further with that. We are just going to remind you to make sure you go see As You Like It on Friday evening.
But other than we're rather fond of our offspring, right? Okay. We'll just leave it there, yes.
Yeah, we're tossing that to the off the set. The
offspring of that topic just won't be good.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, if you were wondering and clamoring, when would we have the Board of Supervisors video up?
5+ hours.
It is up now. Mm-hmm. All 5 hours plus.
Yes.
So, and also we put this on for this week. We put it on the streaming server. And I guess one of the things is, Sarah was talking to me about our calendar before we started, and I guess we need to do a little more
explanation on how to use the calendar. Because I
guess one of my problems is, since I do most of the site maintenance and put the beast as it is together, I just assume everybody knows where to find everything. Because there's a lot of stuff on the site. For example, we have every single Board of Supervisors meeting going back till February of last year.
Yes, February of 2006.
2006.
Yes. And
also most of the sheriff's logs and everything else. So if you want to get a good idea of what happened in the county for the last year and a half,
it's all there. It's the archive. It's like the county's archive.
You could spend days just sitting on there, going after planning department study sessions and all the rest of this stuff.
Exactly.
Because most of it is on there, and the goal for us going forward is because people ask us every once in a while, how long does it stay on the site? How long does it stay up?
It's forever.
And we try. A couple occasionally, we don't know going forward, but the goal is to keep it on there. So, for example, the Arnold Independence Day Parade is coming up, right?
Yes. And
if you want to go back and watch last year's, and last year's was sponsored by Cedar Creek Realty, so you see a little banner on there.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you want to go back and watch the parade of last year, go right ahead. So if we're coming up on the Grape Stomp later, want to go watch last year's Grape Stomp, we'll have it. A Bret Hart graduation, there you go.
There you have it.
Absolutely. But anyway.
So the calendar.
Oh, on the calendar.
Has a little link where it says Saturday, June 23rd. Let's just do
or if you click on the day. Yes.
Yeah, click on the
or
date.
down where it says coming soon, it's below the little block, or you can just click on any one of the dates on the little mini block.
The date. Not the day, the date.
Where it says the 22.
Yes.
Right?
The date.
Or that also works on, it's the same link.
Because you know what's going to happen?
Yes.
When you say the day, is people click on the Friday and they can't get in.
Because it isn't a link.
That's right.
Yeah, okay, click on the numeral. The numeral.
The
and
date.
What it will do is this lays out a very nice day view. It lays all the events out with all the descriptions. And also in your browser, you may see a little tiny blue dot to the left-hand side of the description. If you click on the blue dot, it will open a little pop-up window, if you don't have pop-ups blocked, that has the description, so you can read the little description without having to leave the page you're on. It is actually one of the reasons, and this is a little bit of, it's a nice calendar, it really is. It's a very
good calendar, we're going to get to it very soon.
I'll just be quiet.
But I think it's important that you know how to use the calendar. Just in case you can't watch the whole show.
And we assume most of you probably, you've probably already watched it. But it's, and sometimes I guess it's that nerd thing, because nerds, if they're just doing something, you just assume everybody else
knows how to do it. But if you click on the date, it brings up a nice page.
The numeral.
The date. Yes, the actual date. And it brings up a really nice page that shows everything that's going on that day.
Right.
So, what's going on Saturday?
Are we finished with Friday?
We're finished with Friday.
We did? No, we didn't. Fresh Fridays.
We talked about Fresh Fridays
we did?
at Utica.
Okay.
We're finished with Fridays now?
All right. Go to the farmer's market, and after you've gone to the farmer's market, then go to As You Like It.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
So that's the plan. So you go to lunch at camps,
And listen to some Lemon Berry Hill.
Right.
Yes.
Take a little bit of a nap, relax, or we could go like a cave tour or something. And then once you listen to some Lemon Berry Hill,
yes,
and
you
you're
go to
done
Fresh
your nap, then you
Fridays.
go to Fresh Fridays early, and then you go to
As You Like
As
It
You Like It.
for the opening night gala.
That's right. In all of the wineries this weekend, well, I guess we'll cover that next
Yes.
Saturday.
Saturday. That's a Saturday, Sunday event too.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Anyway, Dale, do you know how to pronounce this? Leightonen's art reception at the Calaveras County Arts Council is actually going to be all day on Saturday.
All day.
All day.
And this is the man that does the engineered landscapes, right?
Yes, yes.
Very interesting
Which
stuff.
is very interesting.
Very detailed. Of like dams and
architectural elements, actually, and it's fascinating to look at them.
Right.
They're very interesting, and he will actually be there, artist reception from
noon till 3. And we should probably
3.
clarify when we said dams, we meant the earthen or the type of dam that holds water, and not just we were spouting off that word.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Artist reception from noon to 3, and that's in San Andreas, again at the Calaveras County Arts Council. And the exhibit will actually run from June 23rd to August 11th. And it's worth, actually, the Arts Council exhibit gallery is worth it just to go down and see what's in there, because they have just amazing things from local and not so local artists.
And it is very cool. I mean, it's really cool stuff. And also, I guess that we should mention, can I go back to like a little business piece?
Sure.
Before I...
Oh, we have a new nurse practitioner
Yes,
in
that's
town.
right. We should probably welcome him. This has got a release yesterday from Mark Twain St. Joseph's Hospital. There is now a new nurse practitioner in the Valley Springs office.
Oh,
and we covered this a little bit on the nightly news last night when I was by myself. But since tonight's will be much less painful to actually watch, just kidding.
No, you're not.
Okay, all right. But there you go.
There you go.
And her name again is Claudia Blick.
Claudia Blick.
Claudia Blick.
Okay.
And we have her smiling face on the front of the site.
Yes.
So if you want to go down and say hi to Claudia, and then when you go in the office,
you'll know exactly.
That must be Claudia.
That's right. You'll know exactly who she is. So another thing that's happening is up at Lake Alpine, Spring Regatta, all day.
Really?
On Saturday.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the Bear Valley Adventure Company.
The Spring Regatta.
Regatta. Yes, that would be an interesting thing up here, because Lake Alpine is not that large.
The regatta.
Yes.
They don't sink the Spanish Armada in
the regatta.
Wow, we're just really
guided wildflower hike on to the next aspect. Another one by Bear Valley Adventure Company, and it is actually a guided alpine hike. So if you like hiking and you don't like the water, this may be for you.
And also, while we're talking a little bit of Bear Valley stuff, it's kind of fun is the Mountain Adventure Seminars we hadn't mentioned is the owners of Mountain Adventure. They have a new baby within the last month.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well,
congratulations.
So they have a new baby.
It's not here.
It's not here.
It's not here.
We had a picture that we were going to show you.
It's not here.
So anyway,
Summer Solstice Barbecue down there at Murphy's Park. And that is hosted by the CWA.
And also, down in Murphy's is when we were down in Murphy's earlier,
yeah.
Also, where is it here? All right.
Calaveras Wine Association is CWA, by the way.
What did I put?
You didn't put in anything. It's just a It just says CWA.
Oh, the CWA Summer Solstice Barbecue.
Saturday
It's Calaveras
evening.
one. Okay. Well,
At
anyway,
Murphy's Creek Park.
the Murphy's Music Club. Okay. The Murphy Music Club is on Friday nights at 6:30 in Murphy's Park. They were talking about, so if you want to play an instrument, it doesn't matter what instrument you play, you just come and play. And so anybody can show up, and they have everything from ukuleles to guitars to flutes. So if you want to play, they meet at the gazebo.
Okay.
On Friday nights in Murphy's.
Oh, that's very nice. What time do they meet?
I don't know if a kazoo qualifies, but that's probably all I can play.
Just any instrument.
Any instrument.
A kazoo would.
A kazoo.
Yes, a kazoo would qualify. Well, they have people like who play the recorder.
They play the recorder?
Yes.
We record lots of stuff.
No, the recorder.
The recorder.
You remember the instrument that you may or may not have been taught when you were in second grade?
Or the auto harp.
The auto harp?
Yeah, you press the button. Ding, 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 ding. No?
No, I never know.
Okay, all right.
Okay, anyhow. Yes, okay, so if you want to just join in with other musicians, that may be something that
and
you'd be
if you want to find
in.
out more information on the Murphy's Community Club, Music Community Club, 728-8687.
Okay. And on to, actually, Camp Connell's Summer Music Series is taking place.
Great.
And June 23rd is, Rumor Has It, is playing, and it's old-time rock and roll. I have no idea. You know, the rumors that go around this county are pretty interesting. I will tell you that. To say that anyway, this is at the Camp Connell General Store, who actually presents the musical events as well. But rumors in a small county.
And if you haven't been to the Camp Connell General Store, it's really cool.
It is.
Because you go up there and it's kind of that old, it is really a throwback. You know, if you, it is unlike anything you're going to find in a major metropolitan area. This is the old country store. So if you go in the store, you have the grocery portion section, and they have the counter there where you can be fed or have a drink, or it's the meeting spot.
It is.
Very nice.
And one of the bigger events is the 11th annual Passport Wine Weekend.
I think that is the big event for this weekend, isn't it?
Is it the big?
Well, I mean, I think it's probably the one of
I thought as you like it, the Murphy's Creek Theater was one.
That's probably a tie.
You're right. That's what I was thinking.
That is the opening night of the Murphy's Creek. That's probably
yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
As you like it.
As you like it. And the 11th annual Passport Wine Weekend. It's another Calaveras Wine Grape. Actually, it's Wine Grape Alliance.
Right.
Event, and it is a summer solstice luau. Apparently, is the theme this year, and it is actually from June 22nd to 24th. It says here. The cost for the 3-day passport is $60, and there is actually a new 1-day passport that you can get on Sunday, which is available for $40. And there's actually hors d'oeuvres and wines at all the wineries that people go to, and it gives a chance for people to see all the wineries in the county, which is
up close and personal.
Yes,
and also at Chatham, they're also going to have some other events there as well, as far as an art exhibit and some other things. Let's see.
Chatham is a beautiful winery.
They are. And for those of people that don't know, I was just wondering. Anyway, I'll be quiet.
It was a brain blip.
I was gonna do a little background piece. But let's see on Chatham on their
a background piece on Chatham.
Yeah,
it's an all-female winery.
I think, except their winemaker now.
Oh, did they get it?
Feel very.
They brought a man in. Okay. Shows you how much I pay attention to wine, you know. Not a whole lot, actually.
Not a whole lot.
Although I do love wineries. Going to the wineries, and especially in this county, is just a treat.
And I thought it was an interesting little piece that, and this is back to the Visitors Bureau, when Lisa was talking about when she started, there was only like 6 or something like that wineries that actually had tasting rooms open. Now it's
22.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's really, it's really amazing the change, and it's kind of fun
to watch.
It really is. It's kind of fun.
So are you still wanting to do background?
Yeah, you go do something
information?
else. I'll come back. Yeah, I'll just
Go do something else.
Yeah, go do
Free Open
yeah, here
Garden
we
Day
go.
actually starts at 10 o'clock in San Andreas, 10 to 2 at the demonstration garden. This is the Master Gardeners again.
Yes.
And it's right next to the Red Barn Museum out there. And what happens during these demonstrations is Master Gardeners, Calaveras County Master Gardeners who have been certified by the UC Extension, actually hold gardening classes and can give you advice as to what to plant for certain regions and fire safety sometimes and planting plants that are deer resistant and those types of things. So it's actually sort of a really good service to the county.
Well, what I was going to say on Chatham is they have, I just saw the banner going by, and we should have got a release on this, but they're going to have, I believe, it's art and some jazz, some other event there at the winery as well this weekend.
Okay.
But they didn't have it on their site either.
Oh, it must be.
So they just had banners up. So.
Okay. Well, then you should definitely go.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. And
see how it
tell
goes.
them, and if it's not there, they just blame it on the pine tree.
That's right.
Just say, what? The people at the pine tree,
So
they said there was
jazz.
something here.
Yes,
there was an art
yes.
event or something, Yeah.
Also, if you want to actually delve into the political arena, General Plan Update Workshop in Jenny Lind this Saturday at 10 a.m.
Yes.
And it will be...
Tonight is the big one.
The
that
big
we're missing.
one.
Well, they're
That
having
we're
one in
missing.
Valley Springs. They're having the General Plan Update meeting tonight in Valley Springs.
This one is in Jenny's... Oh, this is at Valley Springs Elementary School.
Right, and that's the one, the morning
I'm
one.
sorry, I'm
okay,
reading
on
down.
Saturday morning. Yeah, so...
This one is in Jenny Lind.
Right.
I guess I shouldn't say this, but the areas are so close that I think of them sort of in one sentence. Jenny Lind and Valley Springs.
Right.
So.
But Valley Springs is kind of interesting because it splits supervisorial districts, kind of, right? When you get
I tell you what, trying to figure out who represents who in on what street and house down there in that area is a investigative treat, to say the least.
And does Supervisor Claudino and Supervisor...
It's split between...
Do they arm wrestle?
I have no idea. I'm sure some people actually get tossed back and forth. Oh, I'm not representing that district. And the other one goes, no, I'm not representing that district.
And it's on right now. In fact, it started a little bit ago. Now, this will probably be the busiest, most well-attended of the meetings.
Yes,
because in
Friday
Valley
night.
Springs, they have very strong feelings about their growth down there.
And there's a lot of growth down there. I mean,
Right.
It is a bedroom community now of Stockton and Sacramento. A lot of people commute to work from that area.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of growth down there. So it's just, it has a different feel to it than the rest of the county.
Right.
But then again, every supervisorial district has a different feel than the other ones. It is the most non-homogenistic county I have ever seen.
Because
It's fascinating. When
like
you
this
come
news-
up,
kind of like this newscast.
fascinating,
Non-homogenistic, yes.
When you come up one weekend, try to just visit the different
Is that a word?
supervisorial districts. I have no idea. Sounded like one, huh? But anyway, try to visit each of the supervisorial districts and you'll see
Now,
what I mean.
not that I would ever... See, Sarah's going to get mad at me for this, but not that I would ever cross vocabulary swords with somebody who attended Cambridge. See, this is...
Well, it's a word now.
Yes. Because that's something... Because I know my place, right? And that's, we'll never... anyway, we'll move on to the better...
Hey, you do some 50-cent words every once in a while.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
Art in the garden.
Art in the garden. What's Art doing in the garden?
Hopefully he's planting something.
All right.
10 to 4 p.m. in West Point and Wilseyville. This is a biennial tour, actually garden tour and art show of 5 gardens in that particular area of the county.
Great.
And it's a box lunch will be served. $5 for adults, children 12 and under are free, and the event actually it benefits the Blue Mountain Coalition for Youth up there.
Great.
So, and there's actually a lot of things for sale: jewelry, sculptures, art glass. So that's interesting.
And-
A lot of those gardens are beautiful back
Yeah.
there. They really
Yeah.
are.
And one of the biggest events, and I think this one may actually be ahead of the Passport Weekend and Murphy's Creek Theater.
Okay. Do tell.
It's Tire Amnesty Day.
Let's free those tires.
Yes. Calaveras County has another Tire Amnesty Day scheduled for this weekend. This project is funded by the County Integrated Waste Management Board. There will be free recycling on June 23 and 24 at the Rock Creek Waste Facility.
Okay. Rock Creek Waste Facility.
The Rock Creek Waste Facility.
And what else is going on?
Also
this
on
weekend?
Saturday. Can I go to do another one? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Also is the kickoff event for the Arnold Rim Trail. And this is cool. This is going to be, there's been a lot of talk about this and a lot of talk of press on it later, but tomorrow will actually be the first work day.
Okay.
Or Saturday will be the first work day. So if you're interested in helping with the Arnold Rim Trail, join National Trails Day 2007 Trail Building Event. On June 23, 2007, the Arnold Rim Trail Association, in cooperation with the Stanislaus National Forest, will celebrate the 15th anniversary of National Trails Day.
Okay.
But then also, 8 a.m. at the Forest Service office in Hathaway Pines. They're going to run from 8 till 2:30. And they're going to have coffee, tea, fruit, and bagels will be served. And then a brief international informational presentations. And then they're going to go do a work beat.
To clear trails.
It's going to be the start. It's going to be the real start of the Arnold Rim Trail of
Okay.
actually working on it. The section they're going to be is for light trail work along Cowell Creek, and also a hike to Cougar Rock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is
Very
this is
nice.
cool because I think if people aren't familiar with this project, if they're watching this and aren't familiar with it, there is the potential around Arnold to do something analogous to the Tahoe Rim Trail. To where you'd be able to take a 30 or 35 mile loop completely around Arnold on Forest Service lands for hiking, biking. And since Sarah loves the great outdoors, she's going to get out there in her mountain bike and just, yeah, okay. But anyway,
Yeah, it's somebody's dream, but not mine.
got it.
I like trees.
You just don't want to go mix and mingle with the trees?
No.
All right.
I don't
Okay.
even,
The Arnold
I
Rim
tell
Trail.
people I don't even like to garden.
Okay. But the Arnold Rim Trail is getting kicked off this weekend.
Getting
Well, the project is having its
I can't
inaugural
even respond to that.
The Arnold Rim Trail.
The
is having
kickoff
its-
event for the Arnold
for the
Rim
Arnold
Trail.
Rim Trail. Not
is
that you're going to
this
get kicked
Saturday.
off the trail that doesn't really exist yet. Okay.
That's what they do with all us non-gardening types.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Calaveras Amateur Radio
That
Society.
was a very non-homogenistic
Yes.
segment.
Otherwise known as ping pong. Ping pong. Field Day is actually on Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m.
And
And
while we were still on that
oh.
and the cream didn't rise to the top
No.
on that one while we were talking homogeneous.
it stayed right at the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
not.
And actually, this event will be taking place in the Mount Reba parking lot at Bear Valley. It will actually take place June 23rd and 24th from 10 on Saturday until 1 p.m. on Sunday.
And what are they doing in the parking lot?
They are doing Amateur Radio Society member.
Oh, that's the
things.
amateur radio. Mm-hmm. Oh, very nice. But then they're doing it in Alpine County?
Yes.
So the
Visitors will be
Calaveras,
given the opportunity to talk to our amateur radio stations with other distant amateur radio operators. Is that like the ham system?
I think so. And that's a
Very
good spot
cool.
to do it because they're up there on top of a peak.
That's
so
right.
they have unobstructed line
Signal.
of sight signal for all over the places. So that's
Very
one of those things you
nice.
don't want to do in a valley, huh?
No. Or in the trees. And actually, a repetitive event will be Murphy's Walking Tour. Our linguistic abilities are just going straight down the chute tonight.
So that's the way to sell it. Yeah, they were really. This is
Every Saturday at 10 a.m.
this one. Not this
Actually,
great
this
or
is one of the
go do
coolest.
This one's merely repetitive.
This is one of the coolest walking tours you can take, too. I apologize for you walking tourites out there. You get to hear all sorts of great history about Murphy's when you take this walking tour. And it's actually out in front of the... I
guess if we did it every single week, it would become repetitive after a while.
I have to say, though, I was talking to someone about local journalists writing about this tour just a couple days ago, and we were laughing because every single one of us has written about this at one time or another.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because it's one of those, actually, it is a little jewel, a repetitive jewel.
A repetitive jewel.
There's nothing wrong with repeating diamonds.
Okay.
See?
There you go. And also,
so if you get a chance to take the tour at 10 a.m.,
and this is one we're going on, and we'll probably do some of our little...
Oh, that's right.
Handy cam footage of the 4th annual McCollum River rafting trip. And this benefits the...
the mentoring.
Yes, the Calaveras Mentoring Society.
Yes.
The mentoring organization. This is a great organization for... oh, boy. Excuse me. Sorry.
For actually pairing off older, more experienced adults with kids who maybe don't have an adult mentor in their lives, and it's just a great program. It's fabulous.
And this is in association with one of our advertisers, Oars. I want to thank Oars for advertising. But they're also presenting the 4th annual McCollum Hill River Rafting Adventure to benefit the Calaveras Youth Mentoring Program on Sunday, June 24th, not 4th. It's the 4th annual. So and we're going off at 8 a.m. So we got to be in the Wendell's parking lot in McCollum Hill at 8 a.m. on a Sunday.
I tell you, when you get out there, it's going to be
it's going to be wonderful.
Definitely worth it.
Wonderful.
Also, Saturday, we're going to hop back to Saturday, Arnold's Lions Club Golf Tournament, Saturday, June 23rd.
And go out there and support a good cause. We talked to Larry Mulcaster earlier today, and they still have some golf spots available and also some available things for extra meals for the dinner. And the Arnold Lions Club, they do a great job. And a lot of this will go to benefit the hearing and eye programs that they sponsor.
Yes.
And there's a link right on the front of our site with all the little registration stuff and everything like that. But at this late date, just call the... Sequoia Woods and
try to
register. Yes, and Sequoia Woods' phone number is, it's an easy to remember, 795-1000.
Oh, hey, that is an easy one.
That's a good number, isn't it?
Yes. And this another repetitive event, complimentary barbecue at Indian Rock Vineyards.
That is, but it's a very nice
12 to 4 every Saturday. Every Saturday. But that's a beautiful winery too.
It is.
Okay. Anything else? Crystal Image in the Cedar Center is playing at 6:30 p.m. Cedar Center.
Oh, that's right.
Arnold.
The Cedar Center music series. So
exactly.
There's going to be
6:30 to 8:30
there's
p.m.
music everywhere. Camp
Free
Connell,
admission.
Cedar Center. And the nice thing about Cedar Center this year is they moved to the stage. They did.
They move it to?
Well, because it was on the upslope.
Yes.
There they actually moved it down to the other side, so there's almost more of a natural amphitheater-like a setting. So it's actually very, very cool.
Okay.
And that way, so that's, which we noticed when we were there at the car show last week.
Last week, okay. Yeah. And you are going on, now have you ever been river rafting before?
It's back when I was young.
When you were young, like me, yes. In the days of our youth, we went, well, we didn't go, I didn't know you were.
And there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
Yes.
And also the Calaveras Big Trees Association is having their 2nd annual Arnold Home Tour from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Sunday.
Yes.
Yes.
So, the 2nd annual Arnold Home Tour. So there's...
wine and hors d'oeuvres reception from 2 to 5, and the tour is actually from 1 to 4.
Right. If you more information on that, call 795-3840.
And the cost is only $20 per person.
Right. So we about out of stuff to talk about?
I think this actually, that, you know what? Yes. Yes.
Very nice. Well, thank you very much.
A lot of things going on this weekend, and let's get to the weather.
It's more like the same, isn't it?
I would say it's more like the same. How did the weather look last night?
About the same.
About the same.
About the same.
About the same. Okay, let's get up here. Are you on weather?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, one thing though is this is one we didn't mention.
Which was that the hills are alive.
The hills are alive with the sound of music for a
music.
summer afternoon. Sunday, June 24th at 4 p.m. The Canyon Strings and Friends, playing your popular favorites. Bring your lawn chairs and sit at a picnic table and wine or appetizer to share. No reservations are necessary. Does that mean once you're there you should have no reservations, or that no reservations are necessary?
Depends on how much wine you drink.
Tell your friends and neighbors. Call Dave if you're interested in participating musically. Mm-hmm. So I guess you do need to.
Park
so I guess you do need to make reservations if you're going to participate musically.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Musically.
Yes.
You don't just show up with your instrument. I guess.
But once you're there, have no reservations.
Exactly.
And if you're more confused,
that's probably like right near my house too. It's nice that there's going to be a no reservations activity going on right down the road.
There we go. And also for questions, call 728-9870. 728-9870. Mm-hmm. And then no longer would you not only not have reservations, you would also be better informed.
Yes.
Right?
Arnold weather.
That wasn't homogenistic at all, was it?
Homogenistic. The state of being homogenized. Tonight, clear. It's time to go. Time to go. Arnold weather tonight, 56 degree low. Friday, 87 degree high. Saturday, 83 degree high. And Sunday at 84 degrees. So it's actually going to be nice in Arnold this weekend.
Very nice.
And we will run down to Murphy's. Murphy's, low of 55. There we go. Low of 55 tonight. Friday, 88 degrees. Saturday, 83 degrees. That's quite a drop overnight.
Yeah.
Actually.
Should be a nice...
Sunday, 84 degrees. So it's actually quite nice.
Yeah. And Murphy's and Angels Camp / San Andreas. It will be 56 degrees tonight, high of 87.
One day they will rise up against you.
Yes, low of 53, high of 82 on Saturday, and a high of 83 on Sunday. So perfect temps.
Perfect temperature, temps. Lots of things to do.
And
so come on up, there's just a ton
of things. Mm-hmm. And we really appreciate you stopping by. We do.
Yes.
And even if the show isn't homogenizistic.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
As we brutalize the English language.
Come back again and watch us.
Yes.
Butcher. I would say butcher. We're not even brutalize, but torture and butcher the English language.
Right.
Just like the Old English used to do.
Butcher the English language?
Butcher the people.
Oh.